Adoption agencies and what to expect from them. Oh my word, my friend, I have a soapbox about this. So go grab your coffee, come right back, and we're gonna talk all the things. Domestic private adoption often entails matching birth families and adoptive families, kind of like a dating service, but way more expensive and way more intricate and delicate and all those good things. So what should you expect? I got your back. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what they do, what you should expect from them. You'll be paying them a lot of money to help make your dreams come true. And you're gonna be working very closely with this agency over the next few months to maybe a couple years before that baby or child is in your arms. So you really wanna make sure that it's a right fit. Here is what you should expect from them. These are just basic things, okay? For the adoptive family, you want them to be available 24/7. You send them an email or you're talking with a birth family that they have matched you with and you have a question, you want to be able to talk to someone. Now, are you getting them out of bed? No, but there is oftentimes someone at the agency who's on standby, ready to take those calls. You want them to care. You want to know that they are excited for you, that they are fighting in your corner. They want to see a match between you, a successful match between you and a birth family. You want to feel important to them. You don't want to be a number to them. You don't want to be just someone on the waiting list that they are trying to check boxes and get all these beautiful adoptions done. You want to feel like a person part of their family. The agency that we use, Lifetime Adoption, we are forever a lifetime family. They set it up that way. They say once you are in our fold, you are forever a lifetime family, and that is beautiful to us. You want monthly support. You want trainings. You want to find out what's going on. You want to know what's going on. You want to be kept in the loop. If your profile is being sent out to a certain amount of birth families, maybe they won't tell you the exact number that's going out, but they'll tell you maybe how many profiles you have left, or if you need to redo your profile so there's more on hand. They're going to offer you resources, attorneys, blogs, YouTube channels, grants, fundraising ideas, all those things. They are going to be another hub of resources for you. They will educate you on the process. When you first sign up, you have no idea what this is going to look like or how it's going to go. So they will walk you through step by step so you know what to expect from them, what to expect from the birth families they're working with, what to expect when you go to the hospital, what to expect when you get home. All of those things, they are here to walk alongside you through this. They don't just take your money. They shouldn't take your money and just put you in line and never talk to you again, okay? Again, you want to feel part of their family. You want them to be available while you're at the hospital. If you get matched up, your baby is about to be born and you are at the hospital, you want to be able to reach them. It is like a scary time when you're at the hospital. I probably lost 5 pounds with each kid when they were born, staying in the hospital. I was so nervous. I was a wreck. I barely ate anything. Your body's kind of in survival mode. This is new territory. There is that gut-wrenching fear that something's going to go wrong. You want to be able to have your person at your agency standing in your corner, telling you what's happening, being in the loop, and encouraging you. You also want there to be ongoing support afterwards. Like any big change in your life, you can go through moments of depression through it. It is a life-altering thing, and you want your agency to be there to help talk you through it. A lot of women struggle with postpartum depression. Adopting a child, you can experience the same types of symptoms. Your whole world has changed. Your hormones are going to be everywhere because you're loving for a newborn. Whether you have decided to breastfeed that newborn or bottle feed that newborn, your mom senses kick in, and it can cause, because your whole world has changed, or there is fear of the finalization of the adoption maybe being disrupted. All those things can affect your hormones, your body, all of that. So make sure that there is some support group that your agency can suggest you to. You are not in this alone. Now this one's a big one. We went through this with our agency, and we are so thankful that they have this standard. You want an agency that counsels and screens birth families before they are even shown to any adoptive family. You want the confidence of your agency that they are doing their job. They are screening the birth families, they are counseling them, they are making sure that these birth families understand what their adoption plan looks like and the reality of it. Way too many times, agencies are not counseling or screening their birth families, and heartache happens. There is a disruption at the hospital. I have had way too many friends, and this even happened to us when we didn't use an agency, where birth families change their mind at the hospital. They're holding that precious baby, hormones are kicking in, they don't have anyone standing alongside them, helping them push through and make their decision, and they decide to keep the baby. Legally, that is their right. Emotionally, for us, oh my word, it is akin to a death. It was for me. That's another story. So you want to know that your birth family that you are being shown to, that your adoption agency has your back. You can have confidence in them knowing that you are being shown to a birth family who is as 99% sure as the adoption agency can be that this birth family is not going to change their mind last minute. It's not fair to anyone. It's not fair for the birth family. It's not fair for the adoptive family. It is brutal. So that, I would say, is probably the number one thing that you want to expect from your adoption agency, is that they are counseling and screening their birth families as well as they can. Does it happen if a birth family is screened and they can tell that a birth mom is about 99% sure she won't change her mind, and then at the hospital she changes her mind? Yes, that happens. But when the proper screening and support and counseling goes through that, the percentage of that happening is extremely low. And then you can all rest easy in that. Another support that agencies need to give birth families is helping them fill out support paperwork for housing, for food. Some states don't allow adoptive families to pay for any birth family expenses. Some do. Some have certain, you can pay for this, but not this. Your agency will help you walk that line as to what you can and can't do, helping them financially. But for birth families, that will be huge in her and him feeling trusted, feeling loved, cared for, supported, that they are not just choosing adoption for their child and they are not cared for. Should be 100% the opposite. They are choosing life for your potential child. They deserve the utmost respect, love, care, and support that can be given. You also would like an agency to be able to support them after the birth, helping with grief counseling, support groups, however they can love that birth mom. You want that to be given to them. Some agencies offer gift baskets to the birth families, where once they get home, there's a package waiting for them, and it could be anywhere from fuzzy socks and coffee cards and face masks and all that good stuff to their favorite book or a special gift that they give all the birth moms, just reminding them that they are special, they are loved, and these little gestures that might seem little to us are huge to a birth mom and birth family that will help them in their healing process. Now, what if there is a disruption at the hospital? And by disruption, I mean birth family chooses to keep the baby. Heart-wrenching. You want to know what to expect from your agency when that happens. Here's where my soapbox comes in. Every agency does things a little bit differently. I've been talking about the basics here, so you really want to get into all these things with your agency so you know what to expect from them. Ask them, what will you do for me if this happens? Far too many times, adoptive families can just be a name on a waiting list to the adoption agency. They're a paycheck. It's not the norm, okay? But they are out there. So when a disruption happens, you want to feel love, care, listened to. You want them to be in your corner. You want them to help talk things through. You want them to tell you what to expect from here on out. What I hope the agencies do is that they will put, let's say you're at the hospital, you're holding your baby, the birth mom changes her mind, you have to leave without that baby. And Now what? I believe it's wise to take about a month, at least a month off of being matched with families just for your own healing process, because you truly have to grieve that loss. It is a tremendous loss. Do not take it lightly. And then you want to know that your agency is going to put you right back in the waiting list. And I would hope that they would put you at the top. You know, if you've been waiting for a couple years to get matched up and this match comes and it falls through, I would want you put right at the top. Now again, each agency does it differently. I'm not speaking for them, I'm speaking on my soapbox, okay? I've lived that pain of losing a child that way. I would want to be put right at the top of that waiting list as soon as I'm ready. So your agency will walk through that with you. When are you ready to get back in the game? When do you want to have your name put back on the waiting list? When are you ready? You don't have to be completely healed. Actually, holding your true child, that is going to be very healing in and of itself. So if we would have been using an agency when the disruption happened for us, I right away, immediately probably would have wanted to be put right at the top. I want to be shown I have heartache, make this go away, right? So again, ask your agency, ask them how they handle this. You want to see that they are excited to have your arms filled. That's the most important part, right? We want to feel cared for, supported, loved, and that someone is excited for us and in our corner and wanting our dream to come true. Now, on the birth family side, if a disruption happens, the agency is also responsible to support and love the birth family. It is their legal right that they have decided to change their mind, and that's okay. So going forward, what does that look like for them? If they get home and realize, oh my gosh, what did I do? I made the biggest mistake by not allowing this wonderful family to be the amazing family for my child. I'm overwhelmed, I can't do it, whatever their situation is. Your agency should be there ready to help them walk through that and help the two of you reconnect again. You don't want there to be any bridges burned in this process, because if a birth mom ends up changing her mind and re-choosing adoption, you want that to be easy for her. You don't want there to be any holdups. You don't want there to be any bad words said between the adoptive family and the birth family. You want your arms to be wide open and ready to accept her if she changes her mind. She may not, but if she does, you want it to be easy for her. And the agency will walk you through all of that, hopefully, right? So expect big from your agency. Expect reality. They are human. They are flawed. We all are flawed, but there should be certain expectations that the agency gives you, that you know what to expect from them and that you are fully supported. They're your biggest cheerleader. You should be so informed with how your agency works that the process is smooth and easy. You know what's coming up. You know what's happening today, tomorrow, the next day. And then it's like the cherry on top when you are actually holding your baby. This channel talks all things adoption, race, family, real life. So come subscribe and hit that bell to get notified when new videos are uploaded. And you can be a part of a beautiful growing community of fellow adoptive families. And come join me on Instagram. There you can see more in depth of my family. Thanks for watching. Forgot to press record. But I'm getting off topic. Why with my words?
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day.